watching to see who takes the first ball. Generally when Sharma and Samson are opening, Samson takes the first ball. So let's see whether it's going to be Sanju Samson. Looks like Sanju Samson is going to take the first ball. So, old partnership back in action again.
And they've done well as a pair at the top of the order.
One thing for sure is that if they get going, Sonny and Ravi Shastri, it will be exciting cricket. They are amazing players, real hands players. Left-handed Abhishek Sharma, who there's been lots of conversation about. Severe talent, significant. Look at those departments, 98, 96, and the power and acceleration. But the innovation is down, and I suspect it'll probably stay down as well, as long as he's a little circumspect with around his form.
So Richard Ngaraba will start the proceedings, left armer. Just waiting for the umpire's signal. There's the signal, lights on, time to play. Richard Kettleborough, Alex Woff, the two umpires today. Sanju Samson, the man on strike. .46 matches for Richard Kettleborough. And Alex Woff standing in his 49th. That's smash back. Clears the rope. Opens his account with a 6. That's some shot to open his account.
It is some shot, definitely. Not an easy shot to play off the back foot over the straight field for a 6. This is absolutely magnificent. Look at the way it's on the back foot. Never easy to play and get a 6 as well.
It's almost the line of a cut shot. This wakes back. Look how far he's back in his crease here. Gets a really good sider of the ball and just plants it up into the stand. This is just a snack for the CSK fans of the future. You quickly see those shirts go from blue to yellow in just a matter of a month. Be watching shots like that and they'll be turning up. That's for sure.
That's gone through. We'll have to wait for the umpire signal. So 6 and now leg buys, a boundary. 10 on the board quickly.
Yes, if you're bowling with the man in the 30-meter circle at short fine leg, then you've got to be very accurate, because even a deflection of the thigh pad as this one will run away to the boundary. That's exactly what's happened.
Sonny, you know what it's like when you're an opening batter and you just get those little freebies that get you away, and he was exactly the same against the West Indies the other evening at Wankhede Stadium. Just got a little straight.
That's where he wants to start from, just a round off stump outside and angle it back in. See changes in the Indian side. Akshar Patel back at the side, as is Sanju Samson. So there's no Rinku Singh, no Washington Sundar. So more depth in the batting, strengthening the top order. Again chipped in the air and would land safely. Just tucking him up a bit on that occasion.
Yes, he takes a big step back, so he's prepared for the short of length delivery. Didn't quite get in the middle of the bat because this pitch at Chennai always has a little more bounce, and therefore didn't quite middle it. But the smart thing that he did was when he completed that second run, he also ran a little bit further down from the stumps, getting the circulation going in the legs.
One change for Zimbabwe. Cremo out and Maposa in. Swung late. 13 for no loss after one. For no loss. Blessing Musrapani. Share the new ball. And Garaba. Still Samson on strike. Three matches that Zimbabwe have won. In two of them, he was the man of the match. Tall man.
Yeah, he was wonderful against Australia. We spoke to them about their giant killing ability. Dusted up Sri Lanka and Australia, and it's the extra bounce that caught even Australia off guard. You can see there straight away. Both of these Indian openers are going to be a little cautious with Musrapani. Here's the absolute key. Dusted up Sri Lanka and Australia, and it's the extra bounce that caught even Australia off guard. You can see there straight away. Both of these Indian openers are going to be a little cautious with Musrapani. Here's the absolute key. They've got plenty of other options with the other attack, but this boy, being so tall, he just manages to find an extra little bit of bounce. Inglis out, just scooped it around the corner, and he just can't get on top of him. Those big tall levers going into the wicket hard. 4 for 17 in that match. It was brilliant performance.
Yeah, he's amongst the wickets. Putting it down the ground over long on.
See, he takes that his initial movement is one big step back, which actually puts him in a very good position to play the short of leg delivery. So you've got to maybe as a bowler look to bowl, change your leg, maybe just a little bit fuller. That's a magnificent shot, absolutely terrific. Again, not an easy shot to play. Long on, wide of long on.
What he's done is he's just given himself a little bit of room on that occasion. Change of pace.
Good change of pace, excellent bowling. I think it's also the role of the slips cordon or the gullies and the point to also tell the captain that he's setting up for that, Sonny. He's automatically going back, so it gives Rabani just a few more options.
Yes, I think the point fielder or the square leg fielder should be able to tell the bowler and the captain that this is what he's doing. It's a movement which is virtually every ball.
Get 2. 10 runs coming off that over. After 2, it's 23 for no loss. It's a beautiful part of the world, Zimbabwe, Harare, home for the Victoria Falls as well. Nice breezy evening here. Just off the ocean, the Marina Beach not far away. Courtney Walsh, the great man, coach for the Zimbabweans.
The wicket-keeper thought that there was a bit of bat, but the bowler wasn't interested. Bowler just turned back. And the skipper also realizing that there was no need to waste a referral. Have a look at this. Good bounce again. You can see that. He's a tall man, is Abhishek Sharma, and it's hit him on the upper part of the thigh pad.
Some tall boys in this Zimbabwean side. He's back in the side. Tino Tenda Maposa coming in for Crema. Expansive. One bounce over the rope. First boundary for Abhishek.
Yeah, really nice control. I think he could well be excused, and oh no, we've got one of your favourites, Sonu Gavaskar. One of your very favourites. Free hit. Just on the shot, I like the way that he wasn't trying to overhit that ball. I think he's been in a position where he's tended through this World Cup to try and overhit everything. On that occasion, he just used his guile, used his control.
You have to bowl that again. 29 for no loss. This is the highest opening partnership for India in this year's World Cup.
Tells you a story, doesn't it? How the foundation is so important. They haven't really got off to a start because Abhishek Sharma has not got runs, and then the next game when he got off the mark, Ishan Kishan was out for a duck.
Another one. Sanju Samson wanted a single. Abhishek was not having that. It's a free hit. I want that free hit. You're not coming here. You're not getting a sniff.
I may be younger, but I'm not going anywhere. There is anchors out both port and starboard.
There's the front foot is, going straight down the line. Yeah, this is his first match for Maposa in this tournament. So you can see just a little nervous maybe.
Nice. Just bouncing before the rope. But again, maintaining a
on the pitch first, second, third ball, but so far he hasn't done that. He just waited at the crease, waited for the bowler to release the ball.
on the bounce to the man in the deep. What he wants is the flow to come back and the rhythm in his batting, Abhishek. And that'll come if he spends some time at the crease.
Ravi, I also think that the wicket conditions that the ICC have managed to produce here have been a little more in favour of the bowlers. It's been quite an even competition. Yeah, here's these dimensions, Ravi, that you're mentioning on the breeze, and of course the longer pockets there, the 79 metres, that is the ocean side of the ground. So it's a tough hit. That turns it into maybe an 82 metre strike, which is of course massive. But I've liked the way that batsmen have had to just think through the game a little bit more. It hasn't just been boom, crash and all carnage. It's been in innings where they've maybe lost a couple of wickets, Sonny, in the power play and recovered.
That's classy. That's deft touch from Sanju Samson.
He's got room outside the off stump, but it's the placement. Now we've seen some really good shots from Sanju Samson. Those 2 sixes and then this one again. The placement. Didn't look to hit the ball too hard, just looked to place it between those 2 fielders in the 30-meter circle. So tough first over in the T20 World Cup for Maposa. 16 runs already. 2 more deliveries to come.
You can see the nerves are jangling. There's no question about that. He's worked hard on his batting, Sanju Samson. In fact, he's improved a lot with his back foot game in particular. The fact that he goes right back in the crease allows him to play those shots of the back foot. He's had a terrific strike rate ever since he made his debut. He gets hold of that. Slower delivery. It goes the distance. And that's a massive over this for India. 23 runs coming off it, 46 for no loss.
Oh, here's the man, Lizard himself. Where's he off to? Oh, a 3-SIM only plan. Unlimited data and calls, and rewards like pre-sale access to Ireland's biggest gigs with 3+ from just €20 a month. All in Ireland's largest mobile operator. Nice. Switch to 3 today for a better connected life.
So India motoring along. The match played earlier today. South Africa winning comfortably against the West Indies, which means if India do win this game, that next game becomes a knockout. Comes like a quarter-final. India will be first thinking of getting across this one. And get a big score on the board, get some confidence back. Abhishek will certainly do his confidence a world of good with shots like that.
Yes, and the thing that is easily seen is that he's not looking to rush down the pitch. He's waiting. So he's keeping a still head and therefore connecting really, really well.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see how he plays this as well, because what they've done here is by attacking Nagarava and Maposa, they can sit on their threat here a bit more. So a good smart way to go about this business right here now is to try and milk Muzarabani. Already gone for 11, but not get greedy during this phase.
It's a deep cover for him. There's a deep third man. So both the fielders outside the circle on the offside, so the line will be in that direction. There's 3 fielders on the onside, all in the circle. Samson opening his account with a 6. See how far back in the crease he is. Gives him that extra bit of time.
What's amazing about this shot, though, is that you've got no energy into the ball whatsoever. Your weight has gone back towards the wicketkeeper. That one was a little bit different. It was more of a step and fetch type arrangement, but first shot was unbelievable.
That's in the air. This is going to be taken in the deep. Straight to the man at deep mid wicket. And Muzarabani strikes. He'll be disappointed with that, Sanju Samson.
He will be, because he's got out so many times in that region. Everybody knows ball shot.
He's a man in red hot form. Batting at number 3 today.
I said earlier in the over that I'd be surprised if they try and over-attack Muzarabani. They'd afford themselves the luxury being none for 40 odd in just 3 overs. For me, that's when Samju walks back into that dressing room, I would hope that he'd be thinking about maybe just playing a little differently in that experience, that occasion. Just allowing himself the freedom of what their partnership had already flourished. End of the over, it's 49 for 1.
49 for 1. So bowling change. Evans into the attack, Bradley Evans. Swings and lands safely. Nice pull back. And 50 comes up in good time. Abhishek Sharma spent a lot of time in the nets yesterday. He's working on his batting, working on the rhythm.
So you can see that he's not looking to go down the pitch even in the net. He's looking to play the ball after it's been released rather than playing any premeditated shots in the nets.
Yeah, you see so much great work in the nets. If ever you get a chance, I'd encourage anyone to go down to a net in first-class cricket and just watch the way these guys hit the ball. Not only does it sound different off the bat, but it's also oftentimes they're training with great purpose. They're not just allowing themselves to just free flow. They're finding a way to hone that little 1 or 2% things that have been potentially missing in the game.
And also I think after this net they might even go near the center pitch and look to do the range hitting, looking to hit the ball into the stand. Then they look to play everything in the air.
Oh, that's beautifully struck. And what was good to see again was the balance. Back coming through nicely.
Yes, the bat speed. It was as if he was waiting for it. It was a slower delivery. It was about 103 kilometers per hour. So look at that. The late adjustment of the bat speed to the slowness of the delivery and then off the middle of the bat. That is wonderful shot.
It was hard to tell the difference between the slow-mo and the super slow-mo. Everything just looked in free flow. Such easy action, easy swing.
He's looking. To stay balanced and time the ball today, rather than muscle it. There's example of that. Nice swing.
Talking of those adjustments, when Kishan came to Sri Lanka, he also made a little adjustment on those slower pitches with wider boundaries. He started to access the offside a lot more in that match. Just didn't go on the onside.
Lucky. Beats the man at shot fine. Coming off the inside edge of the bat.
This time an inside edge. For luck going with Abhishek Sharma at the moment.
So 5 overs bowled. It's 63 for 1.
couple of changes for the India side, and so far they'll be happy with what's happened. A partnership of 48 up at the front. Garava. Oh, leg side and full. A fine leg up in the circle, just helps himself there. Kishan away for 4.
Looking for that full ball on midland leg. Kishan up to task. India off to a flurry here, 67 already. Good opening stand, and this partnership 19 so far and just the 10.
Final over of the power play. They're really looking to fill their boots here, India. Look to try, one, get back to winning ways, but also try and ensure that in the way they go about it, they can instill some feel-good factor into that camp. For the Zimbabweans, another opportunity here against top of the top. And yes, India will feel under pressure. That's gone a long way up. Won't get to the fence. We'll be back for a couple. Yeah, looking to absolutely smoke that out the park. The bounce, though, not quite dealt with.
The bounce of Engrava. Didn't time it as well as he would have liked, but lucky for him, no man there. Good mop-up effort there for Zimbabwe. It's been a good start for India in this power play. Something that they've been searching for, and that man on screen, Sanju Samson, has made a difference. You can see the handshakes and all the goodwill coming towards him because he played one for the team there. Yes, he would be disappointed with the way he got out, but he's taken India to a good place.
This time goes finer, and away it goes for 4. So tough to plug the holes in the power play.
And you can see the fruits of that. The opening partnership set it up. And now the pressure on Zimbabwean bowlers. This one just angling in the slow one. Kishan in a good position. He isn't missing out on that one for sure. India looking really good here in a must-win game.
Interesting point you say, because the batting coach of India said he's happy if a guy scores 30 off 10 and he's done their job because they've got a good long batting lineup. If it's punchy innings, they're okay with it because they know they've got an anchor person somewhere through this line, whether it's Tilak, whether it's Sky, who have made those roles. But at the moment, there is no anchoring whatsoever.
2 fielders back now on that leg side. And one of those fielders at deep mid-wicket will do the fielding there.
Absolutely, Katie. I think you hit the nail on the head. Sanju Samson played a wonderful innings till he got out. This was his dismissal. He's looking to clear the big side. Not easy. Well bowled by Muzarbani. But this is what India needed. That's a fact. Sanju Samson was taking risks from over 1. And when you keep taking risks and play big shots, at times you're going to miss Q1. Every time he gets dismissed, it's going to look like, could he have done more? But I think he's done what India requires, which is to get them off to a quick start, ease the pressure on somebody like Abhishek. And you've seen him now slowly flourish as well. There's always going to be a thought saying, could he have waited?
Shot. Oh, that is fantastic. 6 runs to finish off the power play. 80 for 1. And it's time for drinks too.
Aldi's organic tomatoes. We could sell them to you like this. We could hire him. We could do whatever the hell this is. And of course, we could sell them to you in some sort of pretend farmer's market. But who's gonna pay for it? Ah, yes, you are. Look, if you do want all that stuff, then great. But if you believe the good life is actually pretty simple, then boy, have we got a tin of organic tomatoes for you. Aldi. It's not complicated. This is Emma. And this is her immune system, her bodyguard, who protects her wherever she goes. But sometimes it could use a little help too. With vitamins D and B6 that reach the intestine, where 70% of immune cells are located. There, they get absorbed into the bloodstream and help support your immune system, and also with its exclusive LKZI cultures. Support what supports you.
Actimel from Danone.
Real power is control. It's precise. It's personal. Take control of your energy. With the smart Lord God energy. Save to 800. Euro on dual fuel when you switch to our smart all day plan. Plus, get a 200 euro welcome bonus.
Now that's flat.
Board gosh energy. Know your power.
Down, India at 90 for 1.
Just watch the kids. You'll see the kids here. They have an absolute ball each time. There's a clamor as well to be on this side, to be with these stars.
We missed DK walking the trophy out then. He nearly tripped up on the carpet, apparently.
With all those kids, in any other game, all those kids, wherever they are, they're quite happy. But Indian kids here want to be with the Indian team. Shouts of catch it. It's in the gap. He just about got to it, you know. So lucky to be able to let go with the bottom hand and still reach it. And then it still comes out the middle.
Beat him in the flight. Kishan just getting enough bat on it. And this is the over. I feel Kishan and Abhishek are going to go big now.
Let's look at that shot back there, DK. For me, this is not going to skid on as much. So they do love to hang back Indian batters. A purposeful intent of saying, how do I hit that 5 rows, 10 rows back in the stand? And that's when that delivery that's a little bit quicker at the stumps can get these guys into trouble where they hit them higher on the bat. We've seen pace off, a little bit more pace on.
Excellent fielding. Brad Evans never gave up on it. It was hit well, but he was charging at it below us here.
All round, good play. Abhishek Sharma up to the task, into him, just timed the ball, didn't look to hit it too hard. Brad Evans, outstanding. Athleticism at its best.
That's better. Got to mix that pace up, not just quick, because if you are, they'll feast on that. Both Ishan Kishan and Abhishek Sharma. So just sow some doubt into their minds that they can't just go at it. Have to wait for it. Just a single, misfield. 50 partnership comes up off just 32 balls.
I think this is where both these batters are going to step it up. Let's press the accelerator a little bit. You're going to see it now.
Yeah, good bowling. Started with a 4 and run for just 9. 99 for 1.
India, 1 short of 100, 99 for 1.
And that also brings up a 50 partnership between Abhishek Sharma and Kishan.
I'll be happy with that. Tough going in that power play. And then slow it down, pace off. Those batters perhaps feeling they have the luxury of having a look. But you take whatever gap you can get, slow things down. Expect the chance. Situations like this, it's gone quiet for a bit, they'll try and go at it. Shouts of catch it. No! Oh dear! Not again, Tashinga!
He's had a shocker so far. Last game against West Indies was one he would want to forget.
Sixer! Oh man, what a teaser! It's like a stake to the heart, I tell you. Yep, he'll feel horrible.
Good thinking from Bennett. You can see the fact that Abhishek holds the bat high up has helped him here get that swing just enough. What's been interesting for me, KT, is every time they wanted to play an attacking shot, they've stepped out. There's not once they've played an attacking shot off the back foot. But have a look at this drop again.
Yeah, well, you just called it, Pommy. Felt like something was happening. He just ran around the ball, didn't he? It's a breeze we touched on earlier, that it does hold up a little bit in that pocket.
Can't help but think he might be gun shy as well, which is unfortunate. We'd have never felt this atmosphere. Same story in the previous game. Hit Maya on 6, put him down, and isn't in no position there. The ball's not got to him, and there's a reaction for you, and it'll kind of be one of those, ooh, deja vu once again for the Zimbabweans.
He wouldn't want to be there. I can tell you that. He doesn't want to be there. There's not much you can do. I'm sure he's nervous.
Just touching on your point about their change of approach, and spot on. You know what your weakness is throughout a tournament, throughout your career as well, what the bowlers are trying to do, and the benefit of having a couple of days here in these conditions and practicing out the back, you can really be specific in the way that you approach it. Both of these guys said, right, I'm going to use my feet, I'm going to adjust to the pace that comes my way as well, and these are my options.
Saki, get back, get back!
Dot to finish, 10 done, 109 for 1.
Down, 109 for 1. Abhishek Sharma on 49. Been beautiful. It's what the nation has been calling. Smacks it away. And that's a superb 50. First T20 World Cup 50. And see what that means to him as well. The 9th of his T20 career. 200s. Can there be another one tonight to add to that? Sonny?
Yep, and not to forget that he's scoring at about 192. He's scoring at the strike rate, so he hasn't been just dawdling around. Yes, he's been out of form. He hasn't got the runs.
Kishan goes downtown, and yep, it's a boundary. He smoked it.
Almost took Abhishek's head off there. Hit it like a bullet. Packs a punch, does Kishan. Get out of the way quickly. Long on, didn't have any chance there.
Goes high. Is it handsome? You betcha.
Good use of the feet as well. This one was tossed up a little bit by the skipper. Good use of the feet by Kishan. Steps down the pitch, doesn't get too close to the ball. The intent is always to hit it in the air and into the stands. Didn't quite get it into the stands, but far enough for a 6.
Gone. Yep. Wanted a piece of the extra cover boundary, and Kishan is gone.
Raza striking for Zimbabwe here. Quicker ball outside the off stump. Try to hit it in that gap between shot third man and point. Through the kitchen sink at it. Straight down Garava's throat there. It's not where he intended it to go, but Raza, huge sigh of relief for him. He's gotten the stick from the previous game. Kishan has to go. 38 of 24, 120 for 2, India.
Out of 97, 95, 93. That's top marks. Acceleration, innovation, plus control. So he's a dominant player in this phase. Sweeps and sweeps handsomely into the gap. What a way to bring up your first boundary.
You ask Surya Yadav to wake up from his sleep and play a shot. That'll be the first shot he plays.
Absolutely. If ever the government of India wants an ambassador for Swachh Bharat, he is the perfect one. Because look at that. Look at that. Big stride forward. Boom. And he sweeps it. Sweeps it for a boundary.
The angles he's able to create with that sweep shot is just unbelievable. He hits it so far. And there's deep backward square leg there, Hados. It's not square leg, right? And he's still been able to pierce that gap.
Smart batting. I'm loving it, this crowd already, what they see. 125 for 2.
End of over 11, India at 125.
He wasn't quite balanced. I think he was looking to go over mid-off. The ball might have turned a little bit, so it was the outside edge. Good height, comfortable height for Zulbani to complete that catch.
Sharma on 50. Surya Yadav just comes to the crease, but does so in such style. We saw the explosive performance from Samson and Kishan. So we've got this wonderful platform set here. Team India on a roll, eyeing down 200 plus.
Yeah, they will be. Sanju came in there, played his role, did exactly what India needed from him. Sets them up really nicely. 227 if they go at the current rate, 240 if they go at 13.
He's giving himself some time, Sonny. That's what the match situation demands, Surya Yadav.
Yes, he gives himself a lot of time. He plays straight as well against the quicker bowlers in particular. Today's milestones, he needs 38 runs as Hardik Pandya to get 500 in the ICC T20 World Cup. And Surya Yadav needs just 3 runs for 4,000 international runs. Will it be off a boundary? Will it be off a 6?
Fair chance we'll see one of those milestones anyway. Oh, wants a piece of it. Likes what he sees. He's got his eye in, Robbie.
Yeah, he tried to hit that straight, even though there's mid-off in there. Raza's there at mid-off. Sometimes the urge to hit the ball too hard can take out the intention of even hitting over a particular area. He sets himself up. Just didn't bounce so much, to be fair to Abhishek.
Nice shot. Guided down to third man. Looking for 2, but settles for 1.
That really has been the hallmark of his batting this time around because of the bat speed. You know, normally you see the big bat speed, but when there is a slightly slower delivery, he's adjusted his bat speed to play delicate shots like we just saw. But when the ball's in the arc, it's gone into the stands.
One thing for certain, there's a lovely free flow of the bat. It's a complete movement.
And that's the thing about form, isn't it? It's so fickle sometimes, where just 2 or 3 bad scores can make you even doubt your own game. You stop doing the most basic things of just watching the ball, trusting your skills, hitting through the line. And what you see him doing today compared to what he was doing in the previous game is that he's not trying to overhit the ball. He's setting himself up well. He's watching the ball well. And even the slow balls, he's actually picking it, slowing down, pacing his bat into that shot really, really well.
Whipped. Out, no, dropped. It's been a little sloppy in the field again tonight, Zimbabwe. On this occasion, it's blessing Muzarabani.
And it seemed like he lost that in the light a little bit. Yet again, full on the leg stump. He likes to pick the ball up. Doesn't matter what length it is. Really moving a lot before he took that, trying to take that catch. Yeah, don't even think he got his fingers on it.
Well, maybe sometimes if you're that tall, getting down might be a bit of a problem.
Just the one drop in the group stages. 5 in this. Have been costly too, each one of them. You can't afford to drop world-class players. They will eat you up for fun. It's the end of the over, 134 for 2. Yeah, there was no movement. That senses that there's lack of confidence. And maybe you're right, Robbie. Maybe it actually, to be fair, was right up into that light.
Yeah, it's been one of the highlights of this World Cup. The fielding across the board has been a little lackluster. Hoping that quality of fielding improves a lot through the second half of the tournament.
Poster continues, expensive off his first, none for 23. You got Samson, who was on a move, folks. He wanted nothing but boundaries. Buffet of 6s as well. Yeah. Efficiency. efficiencies in the Super 8, 61%. Group stage, it was almost perfect. So as this tournament has worn on, the pressure has evolved, and there's been mistakes, especially coming here as well. These are the two drop catches this evening. Both had a level of difficulty, but still they need to be taken. In the pressure games, they were absolutely obliterated by this stat there of 61% in the Super 8. They just have not been efficient with their catching. Not so in the group stages. Good shot, 4. Great placement.
Yeah, this is what he does, doesn't he? He plays the field. He's always looking at setting himself up to hit it over the fielders that are within the circle. And he does that so well. Yet again, backed away, made room, and cut it over, shot third man and point.
Also recognizing that this is a man who's been taken for 23 runs off his first over, so trying to put the pressure on him straight away. Making room and playing the ball, knowing that there is no deep third man over there. It's a beautiful shot. Very smart cricket.
So much pressure. Oh, that's a magnificent stroke. Every ball that you're seeing here at the moment, Surya Yadav's gotten something written all over it.
Yeah, predictable, wasn't it? The first ball short, so he backed away, cut it over point. Second one, he knew that he's going to bowl to the field on the leg side, so he's going to try and pitch the ball up on the leg side. So he made room, stepped out, hit it over mid-off, who was standing there, and there's a field change. Classic batting this from Surya Yadav.
Yes, straight batted shot, always delight to watch. Playing his first game, Maposa, in this T20 World Cup, and a pressure game as well, a must-win game for both teams.
Scurries through for the one. You're right. I was trying to think of the critter that's got more than one eye, and I'm thinking of a spider. Surya Yadav, the way that he picks out his fields and manipulates the field, it's like he's got more than two eyes. Look at that shot. Tells me also it's a very good batting surface.
Yeah, it's coming on clean. That wicket's hard. It's got a nice little grass cover on it. Just a little bit of grass. Enough for it to come on nicely. Yeah, that sound off the bat. I tell you that feels as good as anything does when you hear that sound off the bat like that.
Slower ball, hammered. Picks the gap. Gee, that's good batting.
It is, because it's hit so straight that the fielder at long off or long on won't have the chance. Very seldom do you see a fielder in front of the side screen. It's a very good shot for that reason. Didn't give the fielder at long off any chance. And poor Maposa, 15 from this over, 23 off his first over. 2 more deliveries left.
Got to get out of this over. This partnership is mounting a massive score here for India. 29 off 12 balls. There's a safety route that's going to have to bowl it again. There's absolutely nowhere to hide in international cricket, Robbie.
You got a feel for the young Maposa. His first game, his first World Cup game. To have an outing like this can dent your confidence. Must be feeling the pressure. 39 runs in 1.4 overs. That's got to hurt.
Yeah, it's a sinister side. You can see the shakedown there by the great Courtney Walsh. He would have been through times like this though. Even the greats. It's only by being busted that you can improve. Just stay consistent, stay authentic to how you want to be as an athlete, and you'll get there. Goes long, goes hard, goes deep, should be out. Raza, the captain, takes a good catch. And Abhishek's done.
Relief for Maposa. Again, another slower ball, I think. And didn't connect it at all. Waited for it. got it at the toe end of the bat. Look at him, he's hoping for some relief in those eyes, and he gets it. Captain takes a good catch. Disappointment for the Indian fans, but a much needed 50 for this young man. Was a 55 of 30. India are 150 for 3.
Sharma be dismissed here. Tidy catch from the captain. At 150 as a platform now in these final overs is just huge. Love a bit of skill scale. Look at that. 90, 87, 93. All top marks here for Hardik Pandya.
Disagree with the power there. 93, I'd say more like 97, 98.
Off the mark. The best place for any new batter. 13 gone, 151 for 3.
Slow delivery from Maposa. Didn't quite get hold of it. Sikandar Raza had come just before that ball and had a word with his bowler. And so running in from long on, he had to complete the catch of the toe end of the bottom end, and that is what the signal is all about from the skipper to his bowler.
Sikandar Raza is one of those lads who's really bided his time in the Zimbabwean side, earned his straps there. The respect of his entire team, leading this side from the front. Someone who's believed in himself quite a bit. Been through some journeys, some personal journeys as well along the way.
Ryan Burl comes in for his first. Well, typically we're seeing leg spinners, and actually big leg spinners, but I think that first ball there was a genuine seamer.
Just to get the arm going, he does.
Well, the way that India have been batting is certainly his neck would be warm, because there's been so many boundaries and sixes disappeared back past the bowler.
Tell you what I like about this. I like the fact that Hardik took the first ball to just take a sighter of what does he bowl. Next ball, leg spinner in the slot. Sorry, mate, going out of the ground here. Sent it packing. 89 meter 6.
See the reaction there from Burl in his face as well. Thought it wasn't a bad delivery. Wider on that occasion. Burl just tempting Hardik Pandya. What's possible here, fellas? We saw 254 from the West Indies the other evening. Massive total in Wankhede Stadium. Is that possible?
Yeah, India get going here, especially Hardik and Surya batting in the last 3 overs. I reckon 230, 240, maybe even 250.
Flatter, faster. Bad delivery in the end. Can he get out of this over, Bill? Already gone for 7.
2 more deliveries left, so India will be looking to cash in on those 2 deliveries. They will be looking to score at least 12-13 runs per over now. They've got 7 wickets in hand. They've got a very set batter. Surya Kumar Yadav 24 of 9. They will be looking to go all out. They've got a long batting lineup.
Wider again, pushing for 2. They've been good tonight, the runnings. Just get the 1. Good fielding.
Yes, forcing the batters to play square of the wicket, because those are the bigger sides of the ground. There you see it. They go at the current rate, 230. They go 15 runs an over, 250. So that is possible, especially with India's batting lineup.
Have to bowl that again.
Looking to bowl the ball away from the Hardik Pandya's bat swing. Saw that second ball disappearing.
Oh, he doesn't get a lot of it, but enough, yes. Oh, what a pity for Raza. That was brilliant fielding. 61 comes up. And it's a drink.
Didn't quite get hold of it. Let's have a look. Oh, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. He jumps in such a way that he lands inside the boundary, takes the catch in one hand, then he lands inside and then gets rid of the ball. That is magnificent, magnificent from the skipper.
He had your problem there, Sonny. He needed a bit more altitude on the toss-up.
Talk about leading from the front. Certainly is.
Reset here for Team India. They have been really good tonight. 61 for 3 at this stage. When you look at the power as well that come with Tilak Varma, Shivam Dubey and Axar Patel, you've got fire. Just like the West Indies did Paddy the other night. They were magnificent through the backstage, the acceleration. Consolidate phase was good. He's lost the wicket. Kishan, there was a drop catch. And Abhishek Sharma, which is the second slowest 50 of his T20 international career. But he was quite magnificent at striking down the ground.
Yeah, he certainly was. Both of them were 81 runs in about 8 overs. It's the most important phase, in my opinion, of a T20 game when you're batting. That consolidate phase, if you can accelerate the score between 10 and 12 runs and over, you're really setting your team up to put up a really good score. India have done really well here.
It's also very much the most skillful phase of a T20 match as well. Not too many players can come in through the middle and play handsomely. For the launch phase, 1 to 6, 80 for 1, consolidate. 7 to 14, 81 for 2. Almost even Stevens through the launch and consolidate phase. Here we are though in the accelerate phase, and India are well poised to pounce on a biggie. Nagarava bowling his third. Smacks it. Looking for 2. Will get 2.
Yeah, good plan that from Nagarava. Forcing the batters to play square of the wicket, the bigger sides of the ground. It's got an interesting field here. Point, covers, mid-off and short fine leg. And all the fielders on the leg side at the outside the 30-yard circle. Mistimed this one and still went almost all the way. Got it with one hand. Saw he was going outside. Chucked the ball back in. Very good one.
Just working it around. Yeah, you can see with that catch with Raza that the thing that got in the way was actually his back arm. That didn't actually allow him to throw the ball through. So he had to just have a little pause there for a moment, think his way through it. And of course, you've got to do that at about 0.1 of a second. You're under immense pressure on the boundary. They're marvellous actually at taking catches there.
That's one thing that this generation actually practices quite a bit. Catches on the boundary line, especially catches such as these. The other normal catches is not something that they actually practice a lot of. Sky on strike here. He'll be looking to play the field. Mid-off goes back for him. Mid-wicket comes in.
Swats. Oh, that is timing. That's actually just pure power.
What a shot, what a shot. It was about 129 kilometers. He moves to the offside. Wide open stance, then he moves towards the off stump and then just swats it away.
And he played that shot simply because mid-wicket was in. He came from deep mid-wicket to mid-wicket inside the circle, so he's like, I'm going to target him there. He's probably going towards third man right now because they shot third in.
Clearing the front foot again, tries to get it, but not quite as sweet. A good piece of tidy up fielding in the end. Myers on that occasion.
He's very good on the onside. He knows that that's his strength. So that is what he's looking to do. Is hit the ball away from that field. But outstanding work again by Zimbabwe. We saw that a little while ago from the skipper himself. And this is top class, absolutely top class.
Yeah, it's a great piece of fielding from Myers. Fell awkwardly on his shoulders as well there. Scary those visuals, but great piece of fielding. Another field change. Mid-off comes up. Covers moves to extra covers. And shot third man in point. Get finer.
How long do you think it's going to be, Robbie and Sonny, before players in this format who specialise in particular go to a country like America and start to learn off the baseball swing patterns? We've seen earlier on in this over just how powerful Surya Yadav can be.
Don't think the Indians have the time to go there because I know we know that some of the Aussie boys go there, don't they? And they try to have a swing at it.
Tries to go the other side, goes high up in the air. And that's a very, very good catch. Musakia has been following the ball for the last couple of matches and he finally takes a really good catch here under pressure.
Yeah, he was trying to go over point here. Made room but connected the ball slightly early. Sukiwa has had his heart in his mouth. He's been fielding well in the last couple of games. And Garava gets another one. Surya Yadav has to go back. 33 of 13 deliveries. 172 for 4 India.
Takes a good catch. He's been plagued by drop catches. In fact, it's really cost Zimbabwe. They were absolutely brilliant in the early stages of this tournament, and then they've lost their way with catching efficiencies. Tilak Varma comes to the crease. Good numbers and all those key metrics. Slaps hard and fast. Gee, that's a good way to start again. We've seen Surya Yadav go for a boundary off his first delivery. It's 176 for 4. India poised.
Well, he gets on top of his toes. First ball short outside the off stump. It's like a gift when you know that You can get away with a boundary over there. Very well executed by Tilak Verma.
.176 for 4. So 5 overs to go. Muzrabani. India will be eyeing a score close to 220, 230. Or they go back. Back to way too far. Six wickets in hand and time for the final push. Good evening, Katie. Good evening, Connie.
Evening, Ravi. Just love the intent that every one of these Indian batters have come out with. Get off stops and they've got to look to bowl straight and maybe pace off here. One thing I think that's worked really well to Hardik Pandya, and I think South Africa did it well, was they actually just bowled heavy into the wicket to start. Then eventually they went that pace off, slightly wider line as well. So clear plan early against Hardik Pandya.
Yeah, you look at this tournament, a lot of teams have used the slower ball to good effect against India. They've picked up wickets. Now that's a good catch. That'll do his confidence a world of good as well. To run about 20 yards.
The look of relief there.
Smart, very smart from Tilak Verma. Got into position early.
Yeah, you turn up and perhaps you have one or two plans, and these batters just seem a few steps ahead each time. Brilliantly executed. Goes for the gap as well because fine leg is up in the circle. Just use the pace and whatever bounce there is from Zarabani.
They're going at close to 12 runs per over. So we see the leading run scorers in this year's World Cup. Farhan for Pakistan, he'll need to play another big innings. Aiden Markram has been in terrific touch, as has Hetmeyer and Ishan Kishan. Surya Kumar contributing in almost every game. Should land safely. Didn't quite get hold of it.
So we're just touching on around the plane to him early, just to bowl in. I say early, his face 11 deliveries, but he is not striking at his typical 200. Just hung back on it. Pretty lucky in the end that he actually didn't get more of it on there. Well, it's something that he's aware of, or what people's plans are against him nice and early.
Slight changes in the field. Fine leg comes up. Mid-on drops back. He likes to play the field. Tilak Verma gets into positions early. 2 is the call. They'll get it easily. 11 of the over after 16, 187 for 4.
16 overs down, India at 187 for 4.
Sikandar Raza, the captain, has been very busy. It's been all over the place. Taking a wicket, taking a catch. Good effort in the deep.
Talking about this over the last few days, Pommy, around the pressure situation and how challenging it was in Mumbai for Zimbabwe. Just the fact they've come from Sri Lanka, they'd had some dominant performance, there was some expectations that were starting maybe within their camp as well. How they were able to handle the pressure. You sort of felt in that game against the West Indies, the game was on fast forward and it was sort of happening to them, and rather than sort of inserting themselves in. Similar at the start today, but that's why Raza is so important. You see the links that are crucial today.
Yeah, kind of varied, isn't it? Look at strike rates, short, 250. And then as you get in towards sort of a good length, kind of full of back of the slot, if I can put it that way. At the back of the hand, it will go for 4 as well. With regard to the pressure, the game is much slower over in Sri Lanka, and so the adjustment is a double adjustment for the Zimbabweans in that it's a 10s and 11s and 12s is the case here on entirely different pitches, where they're slower spinners who they could have used in the middle, Masakadza and also Creamer. Really at Wankhede you just get whacked out the park, a 6 hitting ground. And then you kind of have to adjust mentally to that as well. Yeah, good running, good pressure.
Plus, if you look at the dimensions of the ground, you know, like they came from Sri Lanka, went to the Wankhede Stadium. Now that's a 6 hitting ground. And the West Indies, they're power hitters, so they like playing in Mumbai. So the adjustment has to be quick, and it's not easy. He's trying to muscle it. He's really got hold of it as yet, Hardik.
The deliveries that he's been dismissed to a few times for spin have been a couple of to pace. Have been those wide lines where he's actually hung back and then tried to play it off the back foot up and over that long off position. Got caught out on the boundary rope. You might give away 1-6 for that, but sometimes you can take the catch as well.
I was going to say it looks a nervous dugout.
That's a lovely strike. Inside out, over extra cover. Brings up the 200 for India.
It's a beautiful shot. Because there isn't any pressure on these batters, they can afford to just be still, to sort of just wait for what might be delivered. So often when there's the pressure of needing to up it, you see batters trying to do too much. And here it's just kind of look around, survey the field, where are the options, and then just wait. And because Zimbabwe hasn't quite also hit what they've wanted to in terms of lines or what delivery they're trying to execute, they know that there are opportunities coming, so they can just wait on them and then fully commit once the ball has been delivered.
$17 gone, 201 for 4.
17 overs down India.
The other point, around Zimbabwe and the pressure that goes on them, it's very same as well. The field is similar in terms of its, you've got the 3 out on the leg side, 2 out on the offside, and you're very clear around that it's going to be the same plan. It may adjust the odd wider delivery, but it's not, we're going 100% into that wide hole, setting a couple of fielders out, more fielders out on the offside. It becomes a little bit predictable as players in the form that they are. Hitting ability to be able to just put it into the gaps. Comment one thing about field sets is you want to be able to bowl 2 or 3 deliveries to similar type of field. It gives you more options with the ball.
Yeah, for sure.
Just 3 to go. India target now to reach the highest score in this year's World Cup. Previous highest 209 against Namibia.
Almost look at this field set and I say, what can you do differently? How do you force them to actually, with only a couple more overs to go, hit in different areas? Because it's going to be a massive run chase. So the pressure they got put under, especially against the spinners of West Indies, and expect another quality couple of spinners in that Indian lineup. And what's a must-win match for both teams.
Yeah, good call from Tilak Verma to send Hardik back. These are good overs now. Another 13, a good hit, a big hit from here will make it a really good over.
Yeah, and for Zimbabwe, in that first game, just felt that, and it's difficult, it gets that way. I was saying in that game that you kind of feel, oh, can the end come quicker, please? Can we get through? But got to somehow get accustomed to the fact that there'll be the pressure, and ball after ball still try to do something that's tilting things towards your team.
That's huge. It's India's highest score in T20 World Cups. After 18, 220 for 4.
It's like somebody told him that it was a slow one coming, and he was there waiting for it. What a shot that is. Right out the middle of the bat, and it goes sailing away into the night. Oh, look at that. That's more like it, little man says.
Guarantee maybe in 10 years' time that kid might be here as well. Watch him. Yuri said he was eyeing it up. Look at his tongue out, ready to go. He's licking his lips at that ball. He says, there you go. It should sail away.
He's hit it sweet ever since he's come out. 28 from 10.
oftentimes we're talking about like various plans from more experienced bowlers, and you watch the bowlers in this group as they go about things when they come under pressure. The South Africans were particularly good, and today in the earlier game, actually, just think about how things go with bowlers. You sometimes in defense, you got to make a batter hit to a certain part. Shot.
That was hit really hard. So the 50 partnership comes up in real quick time of just 22 balls. 28 Tilak of 10, 35 Hardik of 18.
All of it is easier said than done. These are wonderful shots. They're fantastic hitters. Hardik particularly, but Tilak Verma, what about that? 28 of 10. It's come in and is going straight away. That's good, and why it's good is because essentially what you've got to be thinking is, where do I make him hit me? And you make him hit you to your field. So I'm full and I'm slightly wider because he can hit it to the sweeper on that side or to long off, rather than a sort of negative mindset, don't go there or don't go the other side. Post all of that, you've still got to execute it, because if you get it wrong, it's disappearing. Especially with batters going 50 partnership, both have faced double digits in terms of deliveries.
Two is the call. Well, Surya Kumar Yadav, he was really going well. And Musakibov taking the catch, much to his relief and the relief of the team as well. That'll do his confidence a world of good. He was very clear in his mindset from the outset. He wanted to up the ante, get India past that highest score in T20 World Cups. Sets into the crowd.
Have a look at the lag of the ball on the back. You know that it's come right out of the middle. Slower delivery again, just sticks on the bat, that ball. That's when you know you got power, you got placement. It feels good, straight out of the middle of the bat.
Rajneesh has a stat for us, which is pretty interesting. All 6 batsmen that have gone out are striking over 150. Never happened before in T20 World Cups.
Scary thing for other teams, Ravi. They win this game. Obviously, it's a shootout in the last game against the West Indies. It gets them going, doesn't it? They're just looking for something to get this batting lineup to click together.
That's huge. It's gone many a mile into the crowd. Just not coming out right, that full toss. And turning out to be another big over. 1 ball left. 20 have come off this over. 240 India.
An absolute baptism of fire. 2 games in a row where any errors just get punished to the fullest. It's a feast here for India. Batter after batter is receiving deliveries to bash away, and they're absolutely enjoying them.
That's better. Right in the block hole. That's what he was trying earlier. 21 of the over. After 19, it's 241 for 4.
It's been a great partnership, 69 of 27. Shows there's a lot of time in T20 cricket when you're able to have that intent to go early, complement each other well. Tilak's been outstanding, 43 of 14, and to think that he's sort of played a more circumspect role throughout this tournament so far, the joy of being able to see incredible shots like this.
Keep an eye on the umpire. The signal comes out, means fielding penalty. We'll have to have 5 men in the ring.
As if it's not tough enough already.
There's a lot of time in T20 cricket when you're able to have that intent to go early, complement each other well. Tilak's been outstanding, 43 of 14, and to think that he's sort of played a more circumspect role throughout this tournament so far, the joy of being able to see incredible shots like this.
West Indies Zimbabwe da فرق کړو دا د زیمبابوے خلاف بل هدف هم
Keep an eye on the umpire. The signal comes out, means fielding penalty.
ستر هدف هم د زیمبابوے خلاف جوړ شو او نن هم ستر هدف د زیمبابوے خلاف جوړیږي دی باندې بعد
I need to put one of them in the stand.
زیمبابوے ډیر فکر وکړي چې ولې د دې خلاف کوم ستر هدف جوړ شي ویسټ انډیز هم په وړاندې 255 منډې کړې
How good these guys are middling it at the moment.
څلورم توپ
Evans. Hold of this one.
وړاندې بیا هارډیک فول ټاس شو د ازل توپ او د دونو بال په منځ کې خړه ساتنه
Good over so far. There's just 3 runs conceded, 2 balls to go.
It's scary, that piece of fielding. Just watching out the window, you think they're absolutely going to smash into each other with both slides.
دوا نوري منډي هم اضافه شوې تر دې مهاله دې ور کې خطو پچونه شوې د ایونز لخوا
Goes again. 17 sixes in the innings. And a 50 for Hardik Pandya. And India race past 250. They're 256 for 4. This is the maximum number of sixes India have hit in a T20 World Cup game.
کوم غټ شاټ موقع لوکاړ د ورکه شوی
Well, he gave the team talk this afternoon and he's put his words into action.
सपना जो देखा था अब सच हो
কি হয়েছে ভাই? কি হয়েছে মানে টেয়া দেন? কি এটা? এই যে মুতলেন, এই মোতার জরিবে না। এনে পোশাক করিলে 50 টাকা জরিবে না। আদেশ করবে কর্তৃপক্ষ। মই কই কোন জায়গায় লেখা আছে? কোন জায়গায় লেখা আছে পোশাক করিলে জরিবে না? লেখা দেখবেন? হ্যাঁ, লেখা দেখলে তো আমি পোশাক করতাম না। ও, এটা ব্যবস্থা করতেছি। গাড়ি আপনারই না? হ্যাঁ, গাড়ি ঘুরেন। অনেক লেহাই আগে দেখাই নিয়ে ঘুরেন। ওই দেখুন কি লেখা আছে, এখানে প্রস্রাব করিবেন না, প্রস্রাব করিলে 50 টাকা জরিমানা। দেখছেন আমি যাতা কই আর বি লেখা অনু এনু প্রস্রাব করেন যাব টাকা দিন 50 টাকা দিন। রে বাস শুনেন ভাই, কম বেশি সিটারি আমিও করি, এত বড় সিটারি করেন না। দিন ডাহাতি আমি মুতলাম হে 1/2 কিলোমিটার দূরে, আর আপনি আমার এনে নামাই দিয়া কইতেছেন ওই যে লেখা, ওই যে আরবি লেখা। আরে ভাই ওর এখানে প্রস্রাব করিবেন না, ওই লেখা না থাকলে তো ওই আরবি লেখা দেখেন মুত মারা জীবনে কোনো মুতছে আর কোনো এটা আসান বাটপারি একটা লিমিট আছে বুঝছেন। এই ভাই কথাবার্তা সাবধানে কবেন, এই জায়গার মালিক যে ওই জায়গার মালিকও হে, এই যে কোনো এক জায়গায় মুত লিখালে 50 টাকা জরিমানা। এই দায়িত্ব আমার, কর্তৃপক্ষ দায়িত্ব আমাকে দিতে টেয়া পেলাম কোনো টেয়া দিও না। এ ভাই বালা বালা করতেছি টেয়া দেন, নাহলে কিন্তু খবর খারাপ আছে কয়ে দিলাম। যা তোর কি করে আছে করি যা। ভাই মাথাটা ঠান্ডা আছে, 50 টাকা দিয়ে দেন। মাথা গরম হইলে কিন্তু খবর খারাপ আছে। তোর মাথা গরম হইলে কি করার আছে করি যা, কোনো টাকা দিব না। হার শেষবারের মতো কইতেছি টাকা দিবেন না। না হ্যাঁ না ভালো করে বুঝতে দেখুন। দিব না দিব না দিব না। কি করে টাকা দিবি না? না একবারে সারা গায়ে মাইকে দিব। হ্যাঁ টাকা দে। হ্যাঁ ভালো ব্যবহার করি গাত লাগে না। হাই যাবি যাইছিস না একবার খিস করে দিব, মুখে লাগিয়ে দিব। কে বেলা এই কি শুরু করলি আবার? তুই গাড়ি করতেছস আর কি তো দিব। কে বেলা আমরা না দিতেছি দিতেছি আপনার কি টুকাই রে, আবার টুকাই কত 50? আমি তো 50 টাকা কাম হবো না। কে ভালা করে করলাম যখন তখন যদি দিলেন নি তখন 50 টাকা কাম হইল নি। এই যে দুইটা হাত দিয়ে যে গোবর মাখলাম, আমার 8টা দুইটা যে সাবান কেনা লাগবো, হুইল পাউডার কেনা লাগবো, এটার খরচ কেনা দিব। আরো 50 টাকা যোগ করে 100 টাকা দিন, নাহলে মাইকে দিন। হ্যাঁ তুই না 50 টাকা ধর ধর ভাই ধর। হ্যাঁ আর ধর লাগবো, খরচ আছে না 100 টাকা লাগবো। এখন 20 টাকা দিলাম, কেমন করিস না ভাই ধর। 100 টাকা যদি কানা করি কম হয় আমি নিম না, গোবর মেখে দিব, গাড়ি তো দিব, শরীরেও দিব। আল্লাহ না পকেটে পকেটে দে, বালা কথায় কাম হয় না। যা সোজা রাস্তা যা, আর জীবনে এই ওয়ার্ডে মুতবি না। এই এলাকা তো দূরের কথা, এই 3 নম্বর ওয়ার্ডে কোনো মোতা যাবো না, বাইরে যা মতন লাগবো। আল্লাহ আমি হইলাম অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট, আমার ইয়াতে এই বাটপারি করলি রে তুই। হ্যাঁ যা যাই যাবো করে ওই এলাকার থেকে 100 টাকা তুলে যাবো আমি ওর বাটপার কম না। তারপরে কত জরিমানা করেন না এটা দেখা আছে আমার। আমার এলাকায় এসে মুতবো, ডাইরেক্ট টুকাই
কলা কি করা
ওহো আগে যাম বেসপার নিকে
হাই রে কিপটা গো এই কটা কলা তোমার বেসন রাখবো
কিপটা কওগা এক সরি কলা ব্যক্তি তো খাইছো এই কটা কলা আছে ঘরে চাইল আছে তোর দরকারি নাই 3 দিন থেকে জ্বরে পড়ে রয়েছে কামলা দিবার পাই না কলা কটা বেইছে তোর দরকারি নিয়ে আহি বর্তমানে তোর দরকারি খুব সস্তা
তুমি কি কবার চাও কলা আমি হান্দাইছি জ্বরে পড়ে আসিলা কুসকুস করে যে খাইছো হোত নাই চুল পাইকে গেছে তাও কথা মনে থাকে না হায় রে আমার কি সর্বনাশ হইল গো
এই চুপ করে থাকো এই সামান্য বিষয় নিয়ে কান্দন না
সামান্য বিষয় আমার কাছে হ্যাঁ দুনিয়ার খোঁজ না হো তুমি মেয়ে কলেজে যাইয়া মানুষের হাত ধরে পলাই গেছে গা আই রে হায় রে মুখে চুন কালি মাখছে গো
তোকে কেনা কইলো
ও ওই মুরুলের বুলা বুলা হয়ে গেল আমার
হায় রে হায়
গুলা মেরি বেটি গুলা মাইসকে তোর পাও মুছবে ভাঙমু
কোনো বেড়ে মানুষ করলাম এই জন্য বাপ মায়ের মুখ মধ্যে শুনখালি দিয়ে দিয়ে গেলি গা
আর লাই দাও তুমি মাথায় তুল একমাত্র মেয়া তোর কর
ইয়া গরম যাব আল্লাহ যা করে ভালোই করে
এক কথা খাবার নাছি হ্যাঁ কিছু হয়নি আল্লাহ যা করে ভালোর জন্যই করে এটা কি পাইছো হ্যাঁ মেয়ে পলাই গেছে মুখে চুলকানি নাগাইছে গেছে আল্লাহ যা করছে ভালোর জন্যই করছে তুমি এর কথা কবার আইছে নু
আল্লাহ যা করে মঙ্গলের জন্যই করে এই জিনিসটা বুঝবার বাবা ভবিষ্যতে
তোমার ভবিষ্যতে বোঝান লাগবো না গোলাম গোলাম তার সংখ্যাটা থাকবই না কিছু হইলি কই আল্লাহ যা করে মঙ্গলের জন্য করে ভালোর জন্য করে তোর সংসার করবই না আমি এই যে এক কাপড়ে গেয়ে রাখলাম তার ভাইয়া ভাই থাকবো না এই সংসারের মধ্যে আমার গোলাম থাক তুই সংসারে মেয়ে পোলা চালাম যা করে ভালোর জন্য করে গোলাম একবারে চলে ওরা খালি মাথা পাই না সামনে আর দিকে গোলাম
যাই না
তার সংসারে এই ভাইয়া ভাই থাকবো আমার ভাইয়া ভাই থাকবো
Enter World Card. World Card is a virtual MasterCard built for media buyers.
কি গো বাবু এমন জায়গায় কলার দোকান দিছুন কাস্টমার তো দূরের কথা একটা না কাক পক্ষেও নাই ইনু কলা বেশি হবো গো বাবু এলা আগাম বাগাম আইছি এলা পরেই কাস্টমার আয়া পড়বো সব কলা বেশি হয়ে যাবো গা ও তা কলার দাম কত করে দিছুন 40 টাকা আলা কি কোন এই কলা 40 টাকা আলা মিডাবো না কোন কি আনে 1 নম্বর দেশি পিওর মালবো খাদি কলা যেবার ডাডাটা দেখতেছি মিডাবো না মনে হয় হেই এনে কোনো কথা কইলেন খাইয়া দেখুন না মিডা না হইলি পয়সা নিম না ফ্রি দিয়ে দিম তাই নাকি হ্যাঁ আমার গাছের কলা আমি খাইছি আমি জানি না তাহলে খাইয়ে দিই নাকি হ্যাঁ খাই মিডা না আমরা তো বুঝতেছি না দেখি মিডা না বুঝলাম না বাবু আর একটা খাইয়া দাও না কোন হয় হ্যাঁ খান এটা নেই আমার গলা আমি বুঝবো না 100 গলা খাই হালাইছি বেয়া লাগে এটা কি হয় কে গো বাবু মিঠা না গো বাবু একবারে মিঠা নাই থাকুন এই বাবু টেহা দিয়ে যান এটা কি কই টেহা দিম মানে আপনি নিজে কইলেন যে কলা মিঠা না হলে 1 টাকা দেন না কোনা একবারে ফ্রি আমি কলা মিঠা নাকি নাই আমি টেহা দিয়ে যাবো না থাকুন এই বাবু টেহা দিয়ে যান ওটা তো কথার কথা কইছি এই যে বাবু বুড়ে আগে চুল বেগে গেছে কথাবার্তা আকের মতো কইন আপনি নিজে মুখে কইলেন কলা মিঠা না হইলে গেলে কোনো টেহা দেন না কোনা সেই জন্য কলা খাওয়া টেস্ট করলাম মিঠা নাই টেহাও দেন না কোনা থাকেন শালা বাট পার কোথাকার আল্লাহ যা করে মঙ্গলের জন্যই করে কথায় ঠকে গেছি গে কি আর করা হোক আল্লাহর বিষয় আল্লাহ করবো আল্লাহ যা করে ভালোর জন্যই করে মঙ্গলের জন্যই করে আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়ালাইকুম আসসালাম চাচা ইনু বয়ে কি করতাছুন বয়ে কি করতাছি হ্যাঁ আমার পালে দুটা বলদ আসাল এই বলদ দুটার আলে নিয়ে যায় খালি খায় আর আগে আলে আর যায় না এই বলদ দুটো কি বেসা রাইছি নিবে চাচা আপনি ঘরে গ্রামের মানুষ কি বে খালি কোন কথা কয় কথা
इनको खेला है पॉइंट के क्षेत्र पर 1 रन के लिए। स्ट्राइक पर अब आ जाएंगे मरुमानी जो कि विकेट कीपर है जिम्बाब्वे के। सामना करेंगे ओवर की दूसरी डिलीवरी का। आमिर राजा जी ने हमें सब्सक्राइब किया, उनका नाम स्क्रीन पे भी लिख दिया गया है। दो 2.1 ओवर पे जिम्बाब्वे 11 रन बगैर किसी विकेट के नुकसान पर। देखना है कि अब अर्शदीप क्या कुछ करते हैं। दूसरी गेंद करते हुए अर्शदीप सिंह, सामने है मरुमानी। अगली बॉल
where he brings the ball back into the left-hander. If he's at the top of the charts for being one of the better bowlers going around in world cricket, it's purely because of this. He is able to get the ball to talk. Have a look at the seam here, facing the left-hander, and that's why this ball comes back in. Almost rolls his wrist over the ball. High-quality bowler, and he's rated as one of the best going around purely because of his consistency in length and the ability to swing it both ways if there is swing on offer, which there is in Chennai tonight.
That'll be called wide. Yeah, but both these new ball bowlers running in, they're comfortable in the way they're going about things.
That's Marumani for you, Pommy. Very similar beehive. Katie Martin found a way to figure out what he has done, getting out in similar places, but it is to the pull shot or to the cut shot of a similar length delivery. So his choice of shots at times has been in question. He goes hard, so he plays the attacking shots, but that also has brought about his downfall so far in the World Cup. And he averages 8.3 on the pull shot. As always, Katie Martin on the money with the analysis.
Just about got to it. It's off the toe end of the bat, and it nearly carried as well to Akshar Patel. Good fielder. If anyone would catch it, he would, even if having to go forward to try and catch it.
Didn't carry. India's got themselves
bowling lagi Arshdeep Singh, bowling akraman garnuko लागि.
Panned out, and you'd expect South Africa to overcome Zimbabwe. It almost becomes a shootout in a couple of days. India vs West Indies is a virtual quarter-final, and that's a good place for India to be.
Oopsie. Yeah, the Richard Kettleborough just moved his arms and then probably thought, oh, he might be running, and then kind of put it back in, and Arshdeep just stopped it, totally got him and put him out of his stride.
Yeah, Robin spotted it right here. Hardik Pandya was drinking a bit of water, threw it back to Raghu, who was just outside the boundary, but it didn't get to Raghu. It just stopped inside the boundary, so he had to come in and take it out. There you see Raghu there with the bottle. That's why a small halt for Mr. Arshdeep Singh, who continues on his merry ways. That's the pull shot. Almost.
He loves that shot, doesn't he? Despite it resulting in his
take it out. There you
dismissals in previous games, that length is what he's trying to attack. If you even look at where he's standing on the crease. So if that is the shot that he actually wants to play, he should actually sit deeper in the crease, so he gets a better chance. The percentage of him connecting the ball increases.
There we go. England vs New Zealand in many ways are playing for the first and second place. It's an assumption. Obviously, there's another game, Sri Lanka vs Pakistan. You never know.
I beg your pardon.
You know, I probably went too far there. Sorry, Sri Lanka. And sorry, Pakistan. But I just meant that England, New Zealand, the way they're playing, there's a good chance. There could be 1 or 2, even though the next game is a day later. Come on, Tommy.
What? Why are you looking at me? You said it.
I stand by what I say. The fact that England and New Zealand is a very good match.
Perhaps we should put the tables up so that, you know, we can clarify that. Yeah? We put the tables up, and for Pakistan, the way they see it, they've got to win a game and then hope that the result goes right in the other game. Nicely played. Stood still, just had to clear the infield. Away it goes for 4. 19 without loss.
Again, Bennett going down the ground. His technique actually isn't set up to play big shots.
Pakistan, the way they see it, they've got to win a game and hope that the result goes right in the other game. Nicely played. Stood still, just had to clear the infield. Away it goes for 4. 19 without loss.
Love the sun. Love the sound. Love every point that makes you hold your breath. This is California love. Center court. The BNP Paribas Open from Indian Wells. Live on Sky Sports.
This is the table that got me into trouble, Robs, but let me clarify this for you. New Zealand needs to probably lose that game and lose it quite considerably for Pakistan to make up, and Pakistan need to do themselves a favor and beat Sri Lanka quite comprehensively. And then all of this plays out.
Well done, DK. Well extricated.
Thank you. But my point actually was, but then I saw another match, Zimbabwe versus South Africa. I made an assumption there as well.
And you know what they say about assumption, right?
Tell you what, DK has his way with words, guys.
There we go. There we go. It'll take a lot to change the table there, other than say India West Indies is a virtual quarterfinal, to be fair.
The one thing to say is, if just not assuming anything, if India win tonight, then South Africa qualify.
Of all the things you're all heard in the last couple of minutes, only the last line is factual.
Oh, well done, DK. Well done. Told you, it's got a way with words.
Thinking too. Yeah, comfortable enough. Here, South Africa have looked imperious, actually, in the tournament. Right from post that double super over, almost as if it battle hardened them. And that man, Lungisani Ngidi, has been absolutely fantastic.
He's been an absolute delight as Lungisani. I love the fact that he flies under the radar and is so effective. He's literally come into his own, and you can see how comfortable he is with his bowling, with where he lands in that team.
Finds the fielder, dot ball.
And just the way he's backing himself to bowl, those slow balls, the way the areas he hits, he has a lot of confidence of his support staff. I remember having a conversation with him after the India-South Africa series, before the SA20. He's talking about how comfortable he is within that team right now, and his role that's been defined for him. There's a lot of confidence then because of the clarity that he's got as far as his role is concerned.
A long way up, and just enough to evade Shivam Dube, who was trying to get back.
It's quite far from him. A lovely point that Rob's made about Lungi Ngidi. He's grown in confidence. remember spending last year some time with him. It was brilliant in terms of how he grew through the tournament, and when given a couple of opportunities came real good for us. But most importantly, the confidence in his slow ball, and he explained how he worked during his time with Dwayne Bravo and improved on it, and you can see the fruits of that coming through nicely.
$25 without loss. Yeah, good pitch this. There are the repairs going on, just the tidying and sprucing up after the first innings, the India innings.
I'll tell you what I love about the Zimbabweans, they are probably the happiest bunch of people I've seen in my life. I see that with you as well, Pommy.
Only when there's stuff to be happy about.
No. I disagree with. So here comes the big dog.
What about that for a cheer for a bowler as he runs up? Can't help themselves. Jasprit Bumrah. An absolute superstar. India's leading wicket taker in T20 World Cups. Wrapped in cotton wool, he does absolutely everything. I think back to winning in Barbados, and many moments you can think of. Shot. That's brilliant. Done. One bounce and four.
That's a lovely shot there from Brian Bennett. This is one of those shots where he'll remember for a long time, turn around when his career is done and say, you know what, I just picked up Bumrah quite easily for a boundary over square leg.
Picked it up well. Adjusted well to the ball coming back into him. Just inside. It's pure timing, that shot from Bennett. Be very happy with that.
There's that slower ball. I think he might have picked that it might be coming and set himself, but tried to hit it out of Chennai. Brian Bennett, and doesn't make any contact. Those fours, he's on the list there. And the ICC Men's T20 World Cup still yet to try and clear the ropes. Well, I bet he's tried, but not managed yet.
He'll get there, Bomb. He's young, 20, 22 years old. If you also look at his technique, the way he holds his bat and the way he positions himself, doesn't give himself the best chance to be able to clear the boundary. He seems more like a timer of the ball rather than someone who muscles the ball, who's got the technique to clear, not just the infield, but even the boundary line.
I called the power hitting a skill, and it's a skill in the T20 game that you look at all the teams. Let's look at the Super 8 teams that are here. Nicely done. Down the ground. And away for four more.
تا 75 با بهره گیری از فناوری های روز و مطابق با استاندارد بین المللی
teams that are here. Nicely done. Down the ground and away for four more. Sort of finding some fluency now. Bennett.
Slower ball, well watched. See, there's no swing here for Bumrah.
Just in the nick of time. So spin being introduced into the attack, Varun Chakravarti. Well, he's been consistent as ever. Had by his standards an off game, the last one against South Africa. He'd like to make amends here. What a shot that is. It's gone the distance. Wow.
Well, that's not going to make him feel any better. He was taken for a few runs in the previous game, and the first ball of a new spell, a reverse sweep as well, and that has gone the distance. That's a super shot.
Marumani, right on the money.
And if you just substitute the U for O, Maro money. Maro is hit in Hindi.
Chakravarti. So now the field drops back. There's a man at deep backward point. And he goes the other way. It's high in the air and put down. Renko Singh normally is one of the safest fielders. Covered good ground. Never easy when it's into the lights and high in the air. But the standards he sets, he'll be disappointed.
Yes, he will be. This is not an easy catch. He had to run, but he's taken far more difficult ones. Just slipping away.
On for Surya Yadav, it was almost like he just took it a bit easy at the end. He probably had time to set his feet. Always encourage players to not break their stride, which he didn't do. That keeps your head still. It's almost like he just went, yeah, I've got this, no problems.
That's hit straight up. And good work in the deep. 11 coming off that last over. So at the end of power play, it's 44 for no loss. And time for drinks.
Now we have power break by Powerade, the official sport drink of ICC men's T20 water.
17 sixes in the Indian innings.
Well, there you are. That's the third one from Abhishek Sharma. And another one from Abhishek Sharma. That's another one. And he was just having fun. And then Kishan decides to join the party as well. Then what a magnificent shot this from Surya Yadav. Hardik Pandya clobbering one. Then another one from Surya Yadav. Then Tilak Verma. Hardik Pandya. Bang. Bang. And more bang. Another bang. Bang, bang. 17 sixes. record for India in a World Cup game. Amazing.
And a lot of the players practice this power hitting. On certain days, they'll just look to clear boundaries, come to the square in the middle.
Yeah, I think it's almost just trying to find their 100% swing, and it's got a certain pattern to it. Power play was also excellent launch phase here. It's been really decent for Zimbabwe. Lost a wicket. They've been trying to feel their way for the maximums. Haven't quite been as clean as what we saw India, but in those strikes that Sonny was describing as bang, but there's been a few of them. That one in particular, Rohan Chakravarti, was his first ball and he was clobbered up, reverse hit, and the drop catch there from Rinku Singh. So the last 30 balls, it's been none for 40. That's a huge hill to climb though, 213 for 84 deliveries. That's going to take some striking.
So we're done with power play. 6 overs gone, 44 for no loss, and spin at both ends now. Akshar Patel. Well, didn't play the last game. He's the vice captain of the side, brought back. And rightly so, experienced. And seasoned campaigner. Marumani. Wonder what ideas he'll have against the left arm spinner. That's in the air. Simple catch. Kishan making no mistake. And Akshar Patel striking with a second delivery.
He uses his height to good effect as Akshar Patel. And you can see he's bowled it at about 87 kilometers per hour. Normally bowls around the 90s, mid-90s. Slowed it down, given it a bit of air, and that's why the extra bounce. He wasn't quite able to keep that down. Kishan not wearing the gloves this time. Takes it quite comfortably. The first wicket down for Zimbabwe at 44, and Marumani is gone for 20.
So 44 for 1.
Probably a little full, if anything. Tries to cut it away, but what's quite funny is it's Kishan. He threw the ball up there, and Surya Yadav, after the catch was completed, this is in real time, no problems there. As he throws this ball up, Surya Yadav just about gets bombed by the cricket ball.
Wide signal. It's a good start, but from Akshar Patel. He's got the experience. He varies his pace nicely. Here again, slower through the air. Just 4 runs of the over and a wicket, 48 for 1.
He was working hard in the nets yesterday. He would have been told yesterday that he would be playing. And you can see it's a conscious effort to bowl a little bit slower, give the ball a little bit more air. You can see that. Normally he likes to, dart the ball in, but taking the pace off the ball.
When you look at the speeds, Ravi, there was a great difference between his slowest and his quickest ball, and I think that's, as a power hitter, what you're trying to have to get used to all the time. So Axar mixing his pace up, as Sonny mentions, excellent.
Also, because he's tall, he doesn't really have to give the ball a lot of air. The point of release is so high that he's already got a bit of, above the batter's eye line, you could say that. So he's just slowing it up when he's releasing it. Very clever, very, very, over a period of time, he's, added that little bit to his bowling. Where is the line? Just a little bit, maybe 6 inches here, 6 inches off stump, 6 inches middle and leg.
Saw those speeds as well, and typically here in Chennai through these middle stages, the ball does tend to lose a bit of air and it becomes a little tricky to hit. And of course, Zimbabwe going required almost now 16s, and then you're just under so much pressure. So if you're seeing variation, as what we saw pretty much every ball from Axar last over, it's those adjustments that create the doubt, and that's why he's such a cagey and hard bowler to hit.
Just a single. 50 comes up for Zimbabwe. 7.3 overs, still a long, long way to go. Still over 200 runs to get. There's 75 balls remaining.
He was taken for a couple of boundaries in the first over that he bowled, Bumrah. Getting his line, getting his length right, mixing it up.
Swings on the onside, again finding the fielders in the deep at the moment. Already the required rate, slowly but surely getting out of bounds, close to 17 at the moment. It's a late appeal. Sanju Samson says he's heard something.
Well, I heard something in my ear as well from the stump mic. Will he go for it? Yes, he's gone for it.
We have a play review for caught behind. Original decision is not out. Speed delivery. I'm looking at the split screen. Running through. Looks like it's missed the bat. We'll just confirm that with Ultra Edge. Running through. Clear gap and no spot. We'll go back to Alex on field and you can start with your original decision of not out. You're on screen.
So not out. It's 51 for one. Akshar Patel continuing. He saw him coming, darted it into his legs.
94 kilometers per hour, that one. Yes, he saw him come down the pitch, so bowled it shorter and quicker.
Is there an advantage, Ravi, in being tall as a spinner?
It will clear long on. Yes, big advantage when it comes to bounce. So I think what he's learned well, it's not easy to toss the ball up from that height. So you've got to vary your pace. There has to be subtle changes, which he's worked on. So the timing of your release of the ball becomes very important. Oh, that's good shot. Quality shot. He's played some really good shots, Bennett.
He's moving away, but at the same time keeping his head pretty still. Not looking to hit the six, just looking to get over that extra cover fielder because there was no protection down there. Very smart batting that.
Again on the bounce to Rinku Singh. Abhishek Sharma not on the field.
We're trying to work out what's happened to him here. It's almost like he's spiked himself or something.
Oh, that's huge. Second six of the over. It's a biggie. 19 coming off it, 70 for 1.
Last ball of the over. In the slot. And at a good pace as well. Around 96 kilometers per hour. The previous over he bowled a fair number of deliveries in the 80s, mid-80s. This over, pretty much everything in the 90s.
He's played well. Some really good shots. A couple of good ones against Bumrah as well. 19 of the last over. He's moved to 42 from 27.
He's just having a really good World Cup. His opening combination's been excellent. Sometimes he's the aggressor and other times he just waits. On this occasion, just unleashes on a quality bowler like Axar Patel. Such a difficult individual to get away and smash.
Yes, the first over that Axar Patel bowled, he bowled pretty much under the 90 kilometers per hour, slower. The second over he bowled everything in the 90s. Medium pace, so maybe it came onto the bat that much easier.
That's up in the air. Two fielders converging. Tilak making no mistake. Ample time. Call now, Ras Hardik to stay back. Myers is the man who has to depart.
Very tricky, isn't it? When you're sitting at almost at 18 runs and over, at some point in time you've got to pull the trigger. And Myers on this occasion just gets way too deep under the ball. He gets maximum elevation but no distance whatsoever, and a good tidy catch. Gone for 6, 72 for 2.
Skipper comes out to the middle. 72 for 2. So looking to go the distance, getting a lot of height, but not the distance.
Nothing really technically wrong other than just catching the ball a fraction early. I was thinking when I was looking at that his head was actually going back, but it really wasn't. Yeah, well taken from Tulak Varma there. No problems whatsoever. It's always difficult when you get someone in your eye line.
It's a good over. Just 3 runs conceded after 10. 73 for 2.
अच्छा
ओए यार शोल्डर पटेल बहुत अच्छे
Some colour. We love it.
Get it.
Yeah, of all Zimbabwe's batters, Sikandar Raza is one who does have the power, and you do see the skills gap in terms of power hitting. Didn't get a hold of that. An opportunity there for Bennett. He's hit a couple tonight, but India hit 17 sixes in their innings. And right from the outset, you think back to Sanju Samson as he walks out. The desire to assert himself. Abhishek Sharma went in full flow. But you go down their order. Lucky that doesn't clip leg stump.
Almost like, how doesn't that clip leg stump? It's pitched on the middle stump and still missed. One stump outside leg stump even.
Shouts to catch it. Doesn't quite get there. Abhishek Sharma. 7-8 for 2.
We talked about Sikandar Raza. He's got experience here, played for Punjab Kings. Scored the winning runs against the Chennai Super Kings here as well. So a player in the Zimbabwe side that has had the experience of this unbelievable crowd. Zimbabwe supporters still charging up on the top of the stands.
Yeah, and it's one thing, I'm talking about the skills gap of, you know, hitting the ball out the ground. Burl is another, is quite capable. But marry that with the attack you're up against. Raza bangs one out the park. Certainly capable of doing it, and that's his first for the night.
Yeah, this is an ability that Raza has built over a period of time. Able to take the attack on from the word go. Again, hanging on the back foot to Varun Chakravarti. Because Varun hits that back of a length that hits the top of the off stump. So hang on the back foot, you can actually take him square off the wicket. And that comes with mental preparation.
I thought South Africa did that really well. They also gave up their stumps, so Rivers, he decided it didn't matter if the stumps were in play, and we know that's what Chakravarti is so good at. They played a lot off the back foot and gave themselves room.
And because he bowls the stump line, when you Bumrah needs 3 wickets, 500 in internationals. Sikandar 4 runs for 3,000 T20 eyes. Ryan Burl 57, 2,000 runs. Good stop there from Akshar Patel.
It's a good challenge for Chakravarti, #1 T20 bowler. Guy that I guess really had his big break being here in Chennai. Played all different grounds around in Chennai. The last couple of games he's been under a little bit of pressure.
So it was exactly what Sanju was telling Varun. Telling him that he's staying a lot more on the back foot, so pitch the ball up a little. It's clever from Sanju, passing on the information.
Yeah, hedging on a short one and then couldn't quite hoik it to the onside. 87 for 2.
Touched on Chakravarti, and there's been quite a few changes that he's gone about his action. 2021 was the last World Cup. One big change that he's done, he's actually bowled a lot wider from the stumps. He's a lot faster through the crease as well. But I think the most important thing is just his follow through and his action. Just look at that top arm, right back up on the top. Shows that he's actually getting through his crease a lot more and a lot better. And because he's bowling wider, it's allowing him to get a lot more drift as well. And we know his success is being able to hit the stumps and pick up wickets that way.
Big change that happened from 2021 to now is the fact that 21 he was pulling more side spin, and now it's more overspin.
Oh, couldn't quite get it in the gap. And the Raza. Let's talk about him in a bit. Yeah, finish your point on Varun.
Yeah, if you watch his foot, you can see he's very much on the heel, but more importantly for me, and you think about it from a pace bowler's perspective, when they get that follow through arm a lot higher, you know the energy's through. You can see the energy in the follow through.
Smoke that! Oh, what a shot! Hardik and Akshar, that's very tough. And when you're kind of coming up against them for the first time, makes it even more difficult. Slow ball. Doesn't quite hit his mark. 97 for 2.
I look at that skill set and all I think, probably what football team do you support? Keeping an eye on that.
You're asking because you know.
I look at that skill set and all I think, probably what football team do you support? Keeping an eye on that.
You're asking because you know.
No, I'm just quietly inquiring.
It's a red team in keeping with my colours. $97 for 2. Here's Akshar Patel once again. His final one. Just keeps hiding it away outside that arc. Bennett heavily sort of favouring that leg side. Wow. He's a top fielder, Akshar Patel. Really is all-round player. Goes offside and he'll pick out Kishan in the deep.
I'll tell you what, this innings from Bennett, coming up against the likes of Bumrah, Ashdeep, and Hardik and Varun, will give him omens of confidence. And as he continues to grow in his young career, it's in the gap, he'll get probably a couple. Oh yeah, more than a couple. Oh, that was pretty lackluster. Almost kind of guided that. Now they can go for 4. Shivam Dubey.
Raza nearly got it away. Probably felt it was going away. Just gets a single there. Yeah, thought it was 4, didn't run, ran 1 and didn't give it up. That'll be wide. All-round double of 3,000 runs and 100 wickets. Only the second player in T20Is after Malaysia's Virendip Singh. And the Raza I'm talking about. 14 done. They're the Castle Corner chaps and chapettes. 105 for 2. And it's 6. Righto, whilst they have a drink, how about we enjoy a magic moment?
It's in the air, it's India who win the T20 World Cup after 17 years. The drought is over. They all go to ground. They worked extremely hard for this, unbeaten in this tournament.
$176 for 7. Oh. And I think of that actually, I think of that drinks break.
Oh, you mean the stoppage of play because of Rishabh's injury? But I'll tell you what, that moment gives me goosebumps. I've been there, know what it feels like, but to see that team do it after so long and after having gone through everything that they did as a unit, from the previous World Cup and the pressures that come along with Indian cricket. It was truly an emotional moment for most people who play cricket in India.
Yeah, look what's happening in that phase. Middle phase of the game. Teams are generally trying to take it on after a good start, try and make sure that somebody's in and you can accelerate even further. Bennett has been that constant. Got a bit more flow, 3 sixes for him. A 6 also for Sikandar Raza, who hasn't quite got going actually tonight. Half century. The young man, Ryan Bennett, whose career started brilliantly. Some early success and very quickly has become an important part of this Zimbabwe side. And still only young. Yeah, 105 for 2 into the accelerate phase, and when you think of the way it's gone phase to phase, illustrating just what a powerhouse India are. Nice shot. It'll take some stopping. Big size 13. Arshdeep Singh does the job.
Bootsy from Arshdeep Singh. Nifty footwork. Fans coming in all shapes and sizes and colors.
That's dedication. That is dedication for your whole attire. Got a hold of that. Banged out the park by Brian Bennett.
He's putting up a masterclass here, Brian Bennett. Again, great positions. Standing deep in his crease. Love how he watches the ball right to the end, to the point of connection.
These two are quite similar in the way that they get deep in their crease, they pull their front leg back, prop up on the hip, looking for that length.
He hits it hard once again, this time dead straight and along the ground. 4 more. Looking to fill his boots here.
It's contrasting styles around how to create power. Similar in terms of loading that back hip up, being able to get it down the ground. I saw the Castle corner, Pommy. There they are there. They were only due to stay in Sri Lanka because they didn't have the funding to be able to get to India, and they were desperately searching for some sponsors. So it seems like someone's got on board to get them over here.
Yep, they did. They went back home and then got a sponsor and then have come back in time to watch a couple of games, and they'll be ecstatic. And yeah, thank you to the sponsors. They bring color to proceedings.
Jones subscribed to the
channel.
Off
the edge. Away for 4 more. He'll say you need some luck in this game.
Well, yeah, this time coming inside the line, trying to hit the ball outside over covers. And getting another boundary. He's looking really good, is Bennett.
That'll be wide. Yep, put pressure on a ball.
Candide subscribe to the channel.
Deliveries to put away. 50 partnership up, and it's off 33 balls. There's the test on the day in the arena. What's required in the game? Can you hit it out the ground? Can you play at the pace necessary? Being asked of the whole team here. in game one over at Wankere and also here. And the learning that's going on of what's wanted and what's needed is happening in real time. So tough that way around. Let's look at what he's done today. The arc of the bat to the leg side, that swing. Managed to get those sixes, 4 of them. Oh, he's done well to hit it. You should leave it. You can't hit it and get a wide. Oh, 122 for 2. Did it land off the pitch? I thought it landed on the square, on the cut stuff. Oh, there you go. It landed off it. So it is a no ball.
There's following a batter, and then there's following a batter. Have a look at this back. They rolled that red soil pitch to the side.
That's hilarious. Oh.
Just a reminder on the laws of that. It has to land on the cut strip. If not, it is a no ball. We'll get another free hit. 72, still 5 overs to go. There's a few milestones that could be at play here.
That's a dot. Oh dear. Thought about it. Oh, Kits, you took ages there. Oh, you're spewing if you're the bowler, especially if you're having a hard time already. Creeps across a little bit. Oh,
that is
come
rough.
on, ref.
That is rough.
Nothing worse than leaving a free hit.
Bailed him out, didn't he? There you go. Strikes that. Strikes it beautifully. 6 at a finish. 1-3-1 for 2.
Livy subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, look at his half century. Struggled to get it away in the power play against the Pacers, but stuck it out as he has done through the course of the tournament. Actually showed good fight, and then he's found his range and is now up to 78 from 48 balls. Really well played.
Diane subscribe to the channel.
So Chakravarti. That's another 6.
Slow boy subscribe to the channel.
Flurry of 6s here. This time it's Sikandar Raza. So going down, playing a few shots. Then at 78, Raza 25, partnership 65.
The second 6 he's hit of Varun Chakravarti here. Taking the top of the bounce, slightly short maybe. Good batting from Sikandar Raza. See, that's one of his strengths, hitting on the leg side towards mid-wicket and long on. He's managed to do it twice now.
He's a good cricketer, good competitor.
Charo subscribe to the channel.
Played some really good shots. Started with a couple against Bumrah, then against spin as well.
India, on the other hand, Ravi Bhai, I feel has just removed the foot of the gas a little bit. They know they're obviously in pole position to control this game. They were going quite nicely. That's Brian Bennett for you. 258 runs in this comp so far. Third highest run getter. Markram was brilliant in the morning against West Indies. Unbeaten, taking his team home quite comfortably. Bennett did that twice in Colombo. Looks like a good find for Zimbabwe. Somebody who was able to understand part of all 3 formats. Young man, bowled a bit of off spin today. but definitely his stronger suit batting, and he's done really nicely. This is a good bowling attack that he's up against. He'll give him a lot of confidence.
It's in the gap. Will beat the fielder at long off. Zimbabwe going down here, playing a few shots. The required rate is over 27.
DK and Ravi, I just wonder also, talking about confidence, how this match and the last for Varun Chakravarti, it's almost like there's just that little question mark in such a short area in India's bowling attack. And he's just been opened up a little bit in the last few matches. It's the end of the 16th, 143 for 2.
Good work from Surya, and even better work from Varun, coming back to the stumps, picking it up on the bounce comfortably in Raza. But good play overall.
So Arshdeep Singh, 24 balls remaining, still over 100 runs to get.
One box that was ticked today for India was Abhishek Sharma, which I think is such a critical part of this game. Is India's first 5-6 overs has been crushed out of the park today, something that they will definitely, should they get through into those semis, take into that with great confidence. But this question mark over Varun Chakravarti it's just opened that door, the way that opposition players have targeted him. You would have said that they would have actually thought, right, like Bumrah, we're not really interested in being too attacking against him, but they've turned the tables on that discussion.
That's in the air. This should be taken. Yes. Abhishek making no mistake. Raza, the man dismissed, looking for the wicket.
Arshdeep Singh is a wicket taker. Yet again, the knuckle ball coming to good effect. Simple catch to Abhishek Sharma. There are a few run-ins today in the field.
Nanan, subscribe to the channel.
Had a good day with the bat, and now capped it off with a nice one on the field as well. Zimbabwe lose their third wicket. Skipper Sikandar Raza goes for 31, 144.
Ryan Burl is the new man out there. Arshdeep Singh now with that wicket is the joint highest wicket taker with Jasprit Bumrah for India in T20 World Cups. Both have 33.
Good first ball. And Sikandar Raza trying to flat bat it over long on. Just couldn't clear. He's been a warrior for Zimbabwe. He obviously had an injury scare, but still got out there, did his bit on the field, and with the bat as well, played a nice little innings. Abhishek, on the other hand, love, just like what Haydos said, the fact that he found some runs.
Might be just sliding down. Arshdeep is very confident.
Did you notice something there, Roya? It hit the pad. Arshdeep didn't appeal. He just put his hands up. No appealing. I didn't think he wanted to waste any of his energy whatsoever. Just put his hands up and asked. And they've gone up, interestingly. Surya, last moment deciding, let's call for the DRS. And Richard Kettleborough says, okay, let's go up.
We have a player review for LBW. Original decision is not out. Objective feats, fair, let's go. I'm looking at the split screen. Running through. The bat comes across. We'll just go to Ultras just to confirm if there's no bat involved. Here we go, flat line. Yep, through the pad, there's no bat involved. You can go to ball track when available. Just waiting on ball tracking. Original decision is not out. Pitching in line, impacting line, wickets hitting. We get Richard back on screen. I recommend you change your decision to out. You're on screen.
The finger's gone up, says hitting. So Arshdeep Singh very quietly on the top of his bowling run-up, puts his hands up, and looks towards the captain and the keeper. So a fine innings. In fact, Bird is the man dismissed without troubling the scorers. Sanju Samson has a quiet chuckle. Fourth wicket goes down. It's 144 for 4.
Jillian subscribe to the channel.
Round the wicket, says Arshdeep Singh. Oh, that's edged past the keeper into the fence.
Coming around the wicket, Arshdeep just angling into the right-hand batter here. And see, just bowls that straighter delivery, just takes the trajectory straight onto the edge of the bat.
The rhythm's good. Last ball at 140 clicks. He's a good operator. He's come along so nicely ever since he made his debut. Always willing to learn, try different things. Good reader of situations and batsmen. That swung away. That'll get into the fence, one bounce. The 17 gone, 150 comes up. It's 152 for 4. Earlier today, Dinesh Karthik came out with the ICC World Cup trophy. Home ground for the DK, and a proud moment, I would imagine. In front of his home crowd, played all his cricket here. And special claps from some of the Indian players as well. Good feeling, DK?
Yes, it was, until Mohammad Siraj came in the frame. It's good to see Hardik Pandya straight away going to his Yorkers. That's one trick that looking back at the previous game towards the back end when he was bowling to Tristan Stubbs. He didn't back his Yorker as much as he would have liked. His slower ones were being met with, and a Yorker was a good option. So it's nice to see him thinking, okay, let me try the Yorker first up.
Yes, will be handy, especially if he's bowling at the death. He's got to be able to mix it up. He's had a good match so far. Normally when he gets runs, he bowls well. That's good. It's a good opportunity to try it as well in this situation. Get some confidence going with that Yorker. Next game coming up, a big one against the West Indies. This is the last wicket to go.
A muffled appeal at best, but confirmation there from Ashdeep. So what's the problem, fellas? Surely the wicketkeeper, you could go up for me. But live, with respect to the situation, live it just looked like it was sliding from over the wicket, that angle that he creates.
Oh, that's chipped in the air over Bumrah and into the boundary.
Ryan Bennett is having a good day, and when things happen on your day, this keeps flowing. Hardik watched him, went outside the off stump, just got some bat on it. Bumrah picked it up a bit late. Probably a touch too far as well. Another boundary to Bennett. He's closing in on what can be a very, very good innings here. We've seen how consistent he was in Colombo, but what he's done well today is off the back foot he's able to play so much more powerfully. Not hit a 6 so far in the tournament, but today he's managed 5. Yeah, 5 sixes, and a few of them came off the back foot. You can see how deep he gets into his crease, gives himself a little bit more extra time, and his impact points so much further than normal batters would. In good batting, he'll take home a lot of confidence after this innings. Solid over so far from Hardik Pandya. He'd be proud of that. He's tried 5 Yorkers. That's a close one, but no, just missing the stumps. He's nailed 5 Yorkers here, and India will need that as they go further in this tournament. The Yorkers are going to be of very good use, because in case they are bowling second, then Dew will come into play. Here we have another look at the run out. Bennett probably just making it there.
So a good over this from Hardik Pandya. 18 gone, 161 for 4. Still Ashdeep, 2 for 21, good figures.
Do you think he's going for his 100 here? He's got 7 fours in his 85 so far. Do you think he's been thinking about it? He's just got 11 balls.
I think so. I do. I've never made a T20 100, so I'm telling you right now, if I was on 85, I'd be looking for it. It's an amazing result. You know, when you think of the number of balls that you have as an opener.
He's so good at that, Ashdeep Singh. Yes, goes about his job in a very professional manner. Very good skill sets. And execution on that occasion, perfect. Right on the money. Round the wicket. Hook to the face. Fifth wicket goes down, 1-6-2. Shinga Musekiwa comes out to the middle. Here's Ashdeep. Oh, another good Yorker.
Ashdeep Singh with his wide slingy action going around the wicket. Always hard for a right-hander to line that up. He's targeting the stumps quite nicely. Ravi, there's been a few in this World Cup who've had a tough time with the bat, and I'm sure there are a few who'd have had a tough time with the ball. But Musekiwa, poor guy, has had a tough time on the field. He dropped a couple of chances the other day, and even today, he'd be thinking fielding is probably the toughest part of playing this sport.
That's why when he took that catch towards the back end of the innings, it would have been a huge, huge relief. They've gone upstairs.
We have a player review for caught behind. Original decision is not out. I've checked the feet, I'm just looking at the split screen. Running through, there's a clear gap on the left. We'll go back to Richard on field. Richard, there's no bat involved. We start with your original decision of not out. You're on screen.
That's very good from Chris Gaffney. He's got that done really quick. It shows he has confidence in the system, saw the gap between the bat and the ball, didn't wait too long, didn't ask for. Good angle created.
Coming up tomorrow, it's England who are having a good run at the moment, taking on New Zealand, who won a terrific contest against Sri Lanka. Last ball of his spell. 3 for 23 at the moment. Once again, excellent bowling from Ashdeep Singh. He finishes with 3 for 24. It's 164 for 5, 6 balls remaining.